If you've ever felt lost or disconnected from who you really are, or if you found yourself stuck in cycles of failure, regret, and missed opportunities, then this video is for you. Today we're going to explore the incredible power of resetting, restarting, and refocusing your life. A process that's deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy and can absolutely change the way you face life's challenges. Imagine this. You look in the mirror and don't recognize the person staring back. Someone who's been through hardship, someone who's been worn down by life's weight, or perhaps someone who's given up on their dreams. It's easy to fall into that trap. But this isn't the end. It's your turning point. Your true self, the person with unshakable strength, purpose, and vision, is still inside you, waiting for you to ignite that inner fire. It's time to reset, restart, and refocus. You have the power to let go of the past, rebuild your mindset, and walk into your future with the energy and clarity you deserve. I know life isn't always easy, but let's take this journey together. We'll break down the Stoic principles that can guide you to reset your mindset, overcome your struggles, and achieve the peace and purpose you've been seeking. If you're ready to rebuild your life with a clear purpose and unwavering strength, make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned. This isn't just another video. This is the moment you step into your power. Let's dive in. The first step in your transformation is to reset. That means understanding one powerful truth. Your past does not define you. Too many people walk through life carrying the weight of past mistakes, regrets, and failures like chains. These things don't just hold you back, they keep you stuck in the past. But here's the most important thing you can know. You are not your past. It's easy to let our mistakes and heartbreaks become the story we tell ourselves. We think, I failed before, so I'll always be a failure. But that's a lie. What happened in the past is just that. The past. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, said it best. The past is gone. What matters is what you choose to do next. Let's take a look at Thomas Edison, a man who is now known as the inventor of the light bulb. But what most people forget is that he faced countless failures before he found success. He tried hundreds of different designs, and every single one failed. But instead of letting those failures define him, he chose to reset his mindset. When a colleague told him he had failed too many times, Edison responded, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Edison didn't let failure stop him. He used each setback as a stepping stone to success. Now think about your own life. What are you holding on to that's preventing you from moving forward? Is it the hurt of a past relationship, a mistake that you can't forgive yourself for, a career path that didn't go the way you expected? We all have things that hold us back, but the Stoics teach us that these challenges aren't meant to defeat us. They're meant to make us stronger. Seneca, another great Stoic philosopher, said, difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Each hardship you face is an opportunity to grow, learn, and become a better version of yourself. Instead of clinging to the past, think of it as fuel for your future. Burn away the old and make room for the new. Let go of the past. You are not the person you were yesterday. You're the person you choose to become today. Reset yourself and step into your future with freedom and confidence. It's time to move forward and become the best version of yourself. After the reset comes the restart. This is where most people get stuck. They fear starting over. They are afraid of the sweat, the grind, and the discomfort of being a beginner. But starting over is not a weakness. It's the embodiment of strength. We all know the story of J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before Rowling became one of the most successful authors in the world, she faced rejection after rejection. In fact, her first manuscript was turned down by 12 publishers. It's hard to imagine now, but her early years were filled with struggle, failure, and financial hardship. At one point, she even lived on welfare. But instead of being crushed by rejection, Rowling chose to restart. She didn't let failure define her future. She kept going. She believed in her story when no one else did. And look where she is today, an author whose books have sold over 500 million copies worldwide. The Stoics understood that life is not a straight path. It's not about avoiding setbacks. It's about how you respond when things fall apart. Seneca once wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." The struggles, the failures, the moments when you feel like you can't go on, these are not signs to give up. They are opportunities to grow. They are the forge where your strength is built. Think about this. If you find yourself at rock bottom, perhaps it's the best place to be. Why? Because from the ashes of destruction, you can rise again. When the old ways of life have been stripped away, you are left with nothing but the power to rebuild. Rebuilding isn't easy, but it's where your true power lies. If you think about the greatest figures in history, they didn't just survive hardships, they thrived because of them. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison, but when he emerged, he didn't carry the weight of his suffering. He used it to build something even stronger, a country united, and a legacy that continues to inspire millions. So don't fear the grind. Don't fear the discomfort of being a beginner. The Stoics knew that in those very moments of discomfort lies your greatest opportunity for growth. Rise from the ashes and rebuild your life with strength, resilience, and the wisdom that only comes from embracing failure as part of the process. Embrace your restart. You are the architect of your own future, and you have everything it takes to create something even greater than you've ever imagined. In the journey of rebuilding, focus is paramount. The modern world is full of distractions. People spend their days lost in the noise of social media, constantly jumping from one trivial thing to the next. But time is the most precious commodity. Every wasted second is a piece of your future slipping away. Think about the last time you checked your phone. How many hours slipped by, lost to scrolling, notifications, or just mindless distractions? We all fall into this trap, and the truth is, it's killing our progress. Every second you spend distracted is a second you'll never get back. And when you let these distractions steal your focus, you lose the chance to build the life you're capable of. You have a mission, a purpose that's uniquely yours, but it's too easy to let the chaos of daily life drown it out. The noise of the world, the endless emails, messages, and distractions pulls you in every direction, trying to divert your attention from what really matters. But here's the hard truth. If you want to succeed, you need to lock in. Laser focus on your mission and nothing else. Take Steve Jobs as an example. When Jobs started Apple, the road ahead wasn't easy. He faced rejection, he faced failure. People told him his ideas were impossible, but he didn't listen to the noise. He didn't get distracted by the critics or by the next big thing. Jobs focused. He knew his mission wasn't just to create products, but to change the world. He locked in, stayed committed, and kept pushing forward. And today we're all living in a world he helped shape. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus believed that true freedom wasn't just the ability to choose your actions, but the power to focus on what really matters. When the world throws distractions at you, it's easy to lose your way. But Epictetus teaches us that freedom comes when we refuse to let anything pull us off course. It's time to ask yourself, what is your mission? What is that thing you're willing to sacrifice everything for? This is where your true power lies, in your absolute dedication to your goal. It's not about multitasking or spreading yourself thin. It's about going all in on what matters most. And guess what? Now is the time to act, to double down, to lock in on your mission with unshakable commitment. Look at the bamboo tree. In the first few years of its life, it seems like nothing is happening. It's barely visible. But underneath the surface, its roots are growing deep, establishing a solid foundation. Then, when the time is right, it shoots up to 90 feet in just a few weeks. That's the power of focus. Growth may not be visible right away, but the longer you stay focused, the stronger your foundation becomes. And when you start to grow, there's no stopping you. So here's the question. Are you ready to refocus? Are you willing to cut out the distractions, shut down the noise, and double down on your mission? If you are, then the world is yours for the taking. Every second you spend locked in on your mission is a step closer to the life you've always dreamed of. Don't let the distractions win. Your future is calling, and it's waiting for you to show up and give it everything you've got. As you embark on your journey to transformation, remember your energy is sacred. Not everyone deserves access to it. Some people will drain you without hesitation, leaving you feeling exhausted and depleted. These are the people you need to recognize and protect yourself from, because once your energy is gone, it's difficult to get it back. Think about Steve Jobs, a man who built one of the most innovative companies the world has ever seen. What many don't realize is that his success was deeply rooted in his ability to protect his energy. Jobs didn't let distractions or energy drainers get in his way. He set clear boundaries, both for himself and for those around him. His focus on what mattered most and his refusal to let anything or anyone compromise that focus helped him achieve the extraordinary. Jobs knew that if he didn't guard his energy, his creativity and vision would suffer. We all need to follow this example. Protecting your energy isn't about being selfish. It's about preserving the resources that will allow you to make an impact. Whether it's saying no to unnecessary commitments or distancing yourself from negative people, you have to be proactive in managing where your energy goes. The world will always try to pull you in different directions. Work, relationships, social media, and so on. But here's the truth. You are in control of how you spend your time and energy. If someone doesn't respect your boundaries, you have every right to cut them off. No explanation needed. It's not personal. It's about survival. If you want to protect your dreams, you must protect your energy. Think of it like a sacred resource. Without energy, you can't move forward, let alone accomplish great things. So you need to be vigilant about how you spend it. When you start protecting your energy, you open the door to greater strength, clarity, and focus. You'll begin attracting people who support and uplift you rather than drain you. When you stop letting energy vampires into your life, you create space for the people and experiences that genuinely nourish you. This isn't about isolating yourself. It's about being intentional with your energy, allowing it to flow into things and people that align with your mission. Your energy is what will fuel your success, and it's up to you to decide how to invest it. Don't waste it on things that won't help you grow. Protect your energy, and you'll unlock a power that makes you unstoppable. Let's talk about discipline. We've all felt it, that rush of motivation that makes us feel unstoppable, like we can take on the world. On those days, everything feels possible, but let's face it, those days don't come around every day. In fact, most days are harder than that. There are days when your body aches, your mind feels foggy, and every fiber of your being is begging for a break. You don't feel like doing the work, and that's the real test. Here's the truth. Success doesn't come from motivation. It comes from discipline. Think about Kobe Bryant, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Kobe's Mamba mentality wasn't about showing up when he felt like it. It was about showing up every single day, no matter what. Injuries, he played through them. Fatigue, he kept pushing. Even when the odds were stacked against him, Kobe stayed disciplined. It wasn't just his talent that made him legendary. It was his ability to grind when most people would have given up. Perhaps one of the most painful, though often overlooked, tactics people use when they can't control you is pretending to support you while secretly waiting for you to fail. These individuals cheer you on, offer words of encouragement, but deep down, they're hoping you stumble. They wait for that moment when you fall short so they can say, "I told you so," and in their eyes validate their own doubts. These people are not genuinely interested in your success. They're more interested in being proven right about your failure. The challenge with these people is that their negativity can subtly affect you if you let it. However, Stoic philosophy teaches us to focus on our own path and not waste our energy on those who are simply watching us to see if we fall. As Seneca put it, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. The people waiting for your failure are living in their own imagined world, where your success is something they have to undermine for their own sense of validation. But the truth is, they can't hold you back unless you let them. I've experienced this in both my personal and professional life. There were times when people who seemed to cheer me on would quietly make side comments like, "I hope this works out for you," or "Let's see how long this lasts." At first, I tried to prove myself to them, over-explain my plans, seek their approval. But over time, I realized that their opinions didn't matter. They weren't really on my side. They were simply waiting for me to fail so they could say, "I knew it." The best way to deal with these people is not by defending your actions or proving them wrong. Instead, let your success speak for itself. Keep moving forward, even when the road is tough. Let your growth be the answer to their doubts, and don't waste a second trying to convince them of your worth. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, "What stands in the way becomes the way." Your challenges and setbacks are part of the journey. Don't let anyone's negativity distract you from the bigger picture. I remember a particular instance when I was launching a new project, and a person in my circle was making thinly veiled comments about my chances of success. They would smile and nod, but always had that air of skepticism. Instead of getting caught up in their doubts, I kept my focus on the work I had set out to do. Over time, as the project grew and succeeded, that person remained silent. My success in the end was the best answer to their doubts. The Stoics teach us to focus on our own path, regardless of the opinions of others. As Epictetus advised, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. The people waiting for your failure don't deserve your energy. Instead, keep walking your path with determination. Your progress and success will be the ultimate response to those who hoped you would fall. People will always try to use different tactics to control you. But the key to maintaining your freedom is to stop reacting to their manipulative games. Stay calm, stay strong, and stay true to yourself. When you stop engaging with their strategies, you regain your power. Remember, your strength lies in your ability to remain unshaken. Keep walking your own path, and the truth will reveal itself. The manipulators will fade away, and only the truly strong will remain in your life. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights into Stoic wisdom and how to live a life of true freedom.